Hi, I'm attorney Jim Mangraviti from Seek. I'm with attorney Steve Babitsky from Seek, and we're here to talk about how to get more IME business. Steve, how much effort should a doctor put in to get a new IME client, and why?
I would say at this point, just about whatever it takes. A new IME client for one IME can generate $1,000 to $2,000. If they get 4 IMEs a month for 20 years from this one new client, they can generate almost $1 million. So whatever it takes to get a new IME client, an expert witness physician should consider investing it and doing it.
Steve, what's the #1 way for doctors to get IME referrals?
I would say 2 things. #1 is word of mouth, positive word of mouth. Once you get positive word of mouth, the word gets out amongst attorneys, insurers, and self-insurers, and they know that you're a good IME physician and you get business. And the key, the holy grail to this kind of work is to get repeat business. It is kind of hard sometimes to get a new client, but once you get that new client, as we just mentioned, that new client could be worth up to $1 million. Positive word of mouth resulting in repeat business.
Okay, can you go through some of the factors that would go into getting repeat business and word of mouth referrals?
Sure. I think that obviously you have to do a good job. So the first thing is quick scheduling. Everything with lawyers is an emergency. Doctors and other professionals understand that. So you have to have quick scheduling. You want to be able, if somebody calls your office to set up an IME, you want to be able to give them an IME exam within a week or less. And then turn around the report quickly. The longer the lag is between the time of getting the appointment and the time of getting a report, the less chance you have of getting repeat business. You want to do a thorough exam. The last thing that a client wants to do is to get a report from a physician and note that the exam wasn't complete and have to return that report for a new exam or for a new report. Let's talk about reports. Most of these cases settle before any trials or hearings. And what the clients are looking for is they're looking for a well thought out report, well reasoned and well written with no mistakes that answers the questions. If you can do that as an IME physician, you're well on your way to getting repeat business. Again, quick turnaround on the reports. If there's going to be a long lag between the time of the exam and the reports, the clients will not be like that. They'll have to waste time following up with you, and very often the lawyers are under a time deadline. They have to get the report in with a certain amount of time, and they don't want to waste time chasing down the physician for the report. And the last thing I'd mention is, in about 10% of the cases, these cases come up for a deposition, at which time the IME physician will have to essentially defend his report at deposition. And that IME physician needs to be well prepared for that deposition. I've had cases as when I was a trial lawyer where the doctor was completely unprepared. I remember cases in which I would walk into a doctor's office, the doctor would rush in at the last second with a big file, and I remember the question he asked was, which case is this? That's not the way to get repeat business.
And what are some of the active techniques that a doctor can use to get the word out about their availability to do IME work?
Sure. #1 is advertise. It's simple, it's easy. You get yourself in a Seek IME directory or at other places, and you let people know that you do this kind of work. Keep in mind there are 850,000 physicians. There are just as many lawyers in the country. So the lawyers have to know that you do this type of work or else they'll never find you. You want to network. You want to network with attorneys and people that can hire you, with defense attorneys, with insurance companies, with self-insurers, go to conferences and so forth. And you also want to network with colleagues. If you're a forensic psychiatrist and you want to get IME business, sometimes your colleague who does this work also may be conflicted out and may be too busy to do this kind of work. So you want to be a backup for that kind of a person. Direct outreach. You can advertise in journals, and you can also send out flyers and letters to attorneys. These need to be well thought out. You don't want to send out junk mail. Speaking can be a very good way to an active marketing technique. If you can give a good lecture to people that can hire you, and that's what I recommend, talk to people that can hire you about a topic that you select. So let's say you're an IME physician, and you talk about the biggest mistakes IME physicians make, or you talk about a specific type of injury, whether it be malingering or RSD or something like that. Lawyers will see you, and then if you do a good job, they will hire you. And the same thing is with regard to writing. If you write articles, You can write peer-reviewed journal articles. Very often that takes a long time to get peer-reviewed and published. But more effective sometimes is writing in legal journals. The lawyers are the ones that hire you, so why not write articles for lawyers in legal journals about IME techniques? And you also want to look into utilizing IME brokers. A good portion of IME exams are now run through brokers. And the reason is very simple. Some of the large companies, insurance companies, have tens of thousands of IMEs, and they don't want to be in the business of chasing around IME doctors for reports here and there. So what they do is they bundle up all their IME exams, and they turn them over to an IME company. And so the IME companies have control over a large portion of the IMEs in the United States. So you want to look for and talk to the IME brokers to see if you can get some work from them.
Steve, how does our company Seek help doctors who want to succeed as independent medical examiners?
Well, we provide a series of services and products to physicians who want to get better as an IME doctor. We have two courses, starting and building an excellent IME practice and the IME Master's course, which we run periodically throughout the year, both two-day courses. In addition to that, we have some of this captured on video. For example, the IME Skills course is captured on video. And we have a course, Marketing and Growing Your IME Practice, which is also captured on video, which we have available. We have a book called Writing and Defending Your IME Report, which people can purchase right off our website. And we also work with physicians one-on-one to help them do better reports, to help them market their practice, and also to help them build an excellent IME practice.
Do we have any services or directories that help doctors actually get cases as an independent medical examiner?
Yes. We have the National Directory of Independent Medical Examiners, which goes out across the United States. People list themselves in the directory, and they can actually pick up a substantial amount of work simply and easily by putting in their name in the directory.
And is that directory online as well?
Yes, it is.
And where would that be?
It would be www.imedirectory.com.
Thank you very much.